Our first staff member report comes from our Education Outreach Coordinator for Martinsville, Henry County, Virginia, Krista Hodges. Krista studied Environmental Studies and Ecology at Averett University, where she graduated in 2009. Krista leads a variety of education and outreach offerings with DRBA, provides support for all operations in the Martinsville, Henry County office, and is responsible for developing new education outreach programs to be used basin-wide. Krista lives in Rocky Mount with her husband Jared, their 9-month-old daughter Lily, and 2 dogs Peppy and Sam. Krista is in charge of the largest Trout in the Classroom program in the nation. Her coordination is vital to our award-winning program, which completed its 8th and largest season in 2013 with 38 tanks and 34 educational institutions. TIC successfully reached thousands of students and released thousands of trout in the Smith and Dan Rivers thanks to Krista. Krista helped TIC classes raise 3 types of trout in the program this past year: browns, rainbows, and Virginia's native brook trout. Hand-cut wooden trout were provided to classes and decorated by students and sold to raise funds for TIC in DRBA's auction this past October. We also sold TIC chocolate bars, available here today. Chocolate. The TIC program also welcomed a new staff member, Caitlin Cardwell, to assist Krista with Rockingham County, where DRBA now has a total of 9 tanks. Krista was committed to spreading the word about DRBA's TIC program and devoted 50+ hours to TIC presentations in 2013. Including at the Virginia Department of Conservation and Recreation Environmental Education Conference. Krista has also partnered with MHC After 3 and Upward Bound on their summer camps, teaching high-risk middle and high school students about environmental science. Krista's amazing work doesn't stop there. In promoting stewardship, she partnered with Henry County students to plant 55 black willow trees along Bowens Creek at Philpott Lake for DRBA's Streamside Trees in the Classroom program. Krista also worked with Patrick Henry Community College's Environmental Club to clean up Wells Hollow Creek in Bassett, Virginia. In 2014, Krista will continue to provide environmental education opportunities both through her work with TIC and local summer camps. Krista is also excited to announce that DRBA's first ever Trout and About 5K race will be held to raise money for Trout in the Classroom. Our next staff member is the Program Manager for Martinsville, Henry County, Virginia, Brian Williams. Brian has been a member of the DRBA family since 2008 and is currently the oldest staff member, both in age and in time working with DRBA. He works with community partners on conservation, restoration, and education projects throughout the Dan River Basin. A native of Tennessee, he is married to Patricia Williams and has 1 daughter and 3 grandchildren. Brian was a 2013 recipient of the River Network's River Hero Award, which helped gain national attention for DRBA and our region. He is an avid photographer and writer and spends more time on the water and in the woods than behind his computer. Working with kids of all ages is still his favorite DRBA activity. Education outreach continues to be a primary goal for DRBA, and in 2013, Brian worked to enhance and build DRBA's program activities and presentations. Working with Upward Bound and MHC After 3 students during summer camps, he provided classes in water quality, trail building, and wilderness survival and first aid. Students in these classes are underserved and have not been exposed previously to these kinds of activities. Brian also worked on development for the Positive Youth Development Action Plan, a Harvest Foundation initiative, developing ways to serve our youth in the region. The vision of this plan is for all children and youth to benefit from a coordinated, seamless system of high-quality, well-run programs and services that help enhance life skills. Staff in Martinsville, Henry County also attended many festivals in 2013 where the public was presented with education on recycling, litter prevention, and on water quality topics. Brian says, our mission is to continue educating our youth and community on water quality and the importance of protecting our natural resources. A citizen water quality monitoring program was developed for the Smith and Mayo River and tributaries. DRBA volunteers were trained in partnership with the Department of Environmental Quality, and in January, the first samples were taken from 5 selected sites in Henry County. DRBA's large volunteer base of water monitors will help us spread the program throughout the basin. DRBA's response to the recent Coal Ash Pond disaster has been in developing a bioassessment plan and participation in this long-term monitoring effort. DRBA and Henry County Parks and Recreation, in partnership with the MHC Economic Development Corporation Tourism Division, held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the grand opening of the Textile Heritage Trail. This new trail completes Phase 3 of the Fielddale Trail and adds an additional component within exploring our community's rich textile legacies and heritage. The Dick and Willie Passage Trail is currently 4.5 miles in length, and DRBA has proposed extending this trail in both directions to realize a continuous 10 miles of trail. River access sites are key components in allowing full utilization of our rivers for outdoor recreational opportunities. Improvements to existing canoe and kayak access ramps were accomplished in 2013 through the addition of observation platforms, viewing areas, and improved steps. An additional new access on the Smith River was developed at Frith Road. This site is slated for further improvements but is being utilized for river access at this time. The Beaver Creek Reservoir is the site of an ongoing project to extend a hiking trail around the perimeter of the lake, connecting the public boat ramp side with the PHCC campus. The Silver Bell Trail was completed in December of 2012 and helped establish additional uptown greenway space and trails. The trail connected the Virginia Museum of Natural History, YMCA, and Frank Wilson Park and neighborhoods with the Uptown Spur Trail and the Dick and Willie Passage. The 6th annual Smith River Fest was held in August in partnership with Henry County, Martinsville City, the Smith River Sports Complex, Activate Martinsville Henry County, and the EDC. Over 2,000 visitors attended the festival, with river races and mud runs that have become an established August event for Henry County. DRBA will continue to be an integral part of the Smith River Small Towns Collaborative, a harvest initiative that involves a variety of partners working on a community-wide project connecting Philpott to Fielddale. DRBA staff created a master plan for development in the 15 magical miles suggested by the committee. Looking forward in 2014, we will continue to work with the collaborative in our attempts to secure funding from the Department of Housing and Community Development for implementation of projects suggested during the planning phase of the initiative. The opportunities and infrastructure DRBA has helped create has stimulated economic development and enhanced quality of life for local residents in a way that preserves and promotes our natural and cultural resources. Our next staff member is Program Manager of Rockingham County, North Carolina, Jenny Edwards. Jenny grew up on Roanoke Island, where her love for the natural world was born. She holds an MA in History from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, where she concentrated in environmental history. She has more than 15 years' experience in public service, working in animal welfare movements, public humanities, and public radio. Her skills include grant writing, community organizing, and administrative leadership. She works with DRBA throughout Rockingham County to prepare citizens for resiliency as extreme weather events are on the rise, and to develop outdoor recreation opportunities through trail building and increased river access. Jenny also has received nomination for President Obama's Climate Hero Award this year. Great job, Jenny! In 2013, Jenny helped to successfully install rain pollinator gardens at Douglas Elementary School in Eden, Lake Reedsville, and at the town of Stoneville Memorial Park in order to help promote DRBA's mission of environmental education. Jenny has also created, launched, and maintained DRBA's Outdoor University, an online resource that highlights environmental workshops and training. Jenny updates the Outdoor University online catalog monthly with regional workshops, seminars, and certifications that help people of every age and interest stay connected to nature. Jenny has also created partnerships throughout the basin in order to provide educational workshops on water issues, such as her Reimaging Community Gardens event held in November to present and discuss the potential impacts of extreme weather events on agricultural conditions in Rockingham County. To promote stewardship, Jenny developed a Rockingham County Clean Waters event. DRBA staff and volunteers cleaned an incredible 60 miles of navigable rivers in North Carolina as a result. Jenny also regularly worked with developers and landowners this past year to promote and ensure water quality in Rockingham. Her Farm Pond workshop in November, for example, invited landowners to learn and discuss the issues around failing pond dams and present potential solutions. Jenny was instrumental in promoting, building, and maintaining trails and river access points in Rockingham County. She provided oversight for the maintenance of Settles Bridge, enhancements to Draper's Landing, established new river access points at Mayo River State Park, and created signage for all river bridges in the county. Jenny also completed approximately 6 miles worth of trail, broke ground on Stoneville Nature Trail, and secured funding for Ferris Memorial Park Mountain Bike Trail. A greenway and trail plant were also created for this area. Jenny was also active in multiple economic development initiatives centered on rivers and recreation in Rockingham. Our next staff member is Amy Farinelli, Outreach Coordinator for Danville, Pittsylvania County, Virginia. Originally from Auburn, New York, Amy attended the University of New England in Bedford, Maine, where she graduated this past May with degrees in both environmental studies and sociology. While at UNE, Amy developed a keen interest in the social and cultural aspects of environmental issues. She also focused much of her senior year on wetland conservation and ecology, particularly regarding salt marsh and vernal pool ecosystems in southern Maine. Amy moved to Virginia this past summer when she was offered a spot in the Danville Regional Foundation's summer internship program. Prior to that, she worked as a tour guide, orientation advisor, and a student involvement intern at UNE. In promoting environmental education as well as stewardship, Amy has expanded her work into Caswell County, North Carolina. There she works with students in the Caswell County Partnership for Children's Teens Outreach Program from Dillard Middle School and Bartlett Yancey High School to fulfill their service learning requirements. The students agreed in November 2013 to adopt the Caswell County Senior Center Trails until May of 2014. Further promoting stewardship in the area, Amy has organized multiple cleanup events in Danville, Virginia, including a cleanup of the Riverwalk Trail with the Averett men's soccer team for DRF's Day to Engage event in October. In fall of 2013, Amy formed the Outdoor Recreation Advisory Committee as a forum for discussing the current state of outdoor recreation in Danville, Pittsylvania, and Caswell counties. DRBA and ORAC's participant organizations are hoping to focus the committee's effort on promotion of outdoor recreation opportunities available in the area. In 2014, Amy will continue working with the middle and high school students that are adopting the Caswell County, North Carolina trails. A partnership has also begun with the Danville, Virginia Girl Scout Troop to create a community rain garden. More volunteer opportunities will also be held in the area, including another Day to Engage event in April. Amy is also collaborating with DRF's Middle Border Forward program to host an environmental event targeted towards middle school students in Caswell County to be held in April. Next up on our staff is Robin Light, DRBA's Accounting Office Manager. Robin joined the DRBA staff in 2009. She is a graduate of Rockingham Community College with an associate degree in business administration with accounting emphasis. Robin brings over 25 years of accounting experience with her from Dan River Incorporated and Spray Cotton Mills. Robin is responsible for the accounting duties for the association. She works closely with the executive director, program managers, and the treasurer. Robin has kindly provided us with a breakdown of memberships in 2013. As you may or may not be able to tell from the graph, individual and family memberships made up 45% and 38% of DRBA's 353 total active memberships respectively from 2013. All other types of membership combined, including River Legacy Circle members, corporate memberships, municipality memberships, and more made up 17% of DRBA's total. This included 97 new members, 222 renewed members, 203 First Saturday Outing participants from 11 counties in the Dan River Basin. 10 participants were from outside the basin. Individual and corporate contributions made up $55,000. Memberships were $20,000. Grant awards made up $150,000. Fundraising events, DRBA sales, and other sources totaled $16,395. Last but not least, Robin also manages all grant funding that is awarded to DRBA. In 2013, grant awards made up $150,000 of DRBA's organizational income and included funding for trail connectivity projects, greenways, technology equipment, operational support, Danville's Stream Team, a dragonfly garden, a volunteer program grant, and many more. Additional thanks need to be added to a few special individuals who made incredible accomplishments in 2013. Anna Wallace was an important member of Team DRBA until this past fall when she moved to Missoula, Montana to follow her dreams of becoming an environmental lawyer at the University of Montana. Until then, Anna served as DRBA's staff person for Patrick County, Virginia, where she contributed to the Patrick County Rivers and Trails Master Plan and the Small Towns Collaborative for Martinsville-Henry County. Thank you, Anna. Nancy Bell is another key member of the DRBA family, having served as DRBA's fundraising coordinator until this past fall when she was welcomed to the United Way of Franklin County to serve as their executive director. Nancy was fundamental in securing grants and other funding for DRBA in 2013 and served as the brains behind DRBA's first Art and Nature auction. Thank you, Nancy. DRBA would also like to thank Jacob Snyder and Chase Inman, who have both began their work with DRBA towards the end of 2013. Jacob has been incredibly helpful with basin-wide activities and events as needed, including assisting Tiffany and our Philpott partners to complete accurate signage for the lake's Blueway and assisting in the coal ash disaster. Chase is playing an important role in development of DRBA's upcoming dog trail in Martinsville-Henry County. We would like to welcome Jake and Chase to Team DRBA. Do you have any idea what lies ahead? Last but not least on the DRBA staff is our fearless leader, Executive Director Tiffany Hayworth. Tiffany's work at DRBA touches the entire basin, building partnerships, advocacy for the protection of our natural resources, and multi-state and national initiatives. She works closely with the entire DRBA team to develop and implement programs that will protect and preserve our natural and cultural resources through education, recreation, and stewardship. Tiffany's 25 years of experience ranges from the corporate to the educational to the nonprofit sectors and focuses on strategic marketing, fund development, collaborations, and startup community initiatives. She has received several national awards for her communications and the community initiatives and has presented at conferences all over the country. Prior to DRBA, she worked as a capacity consultant and corporate philanthropy consultant for clients internationally. Tiffany is an avid hiker and a paddling enthusiast. One of Tiffany's many responsibilities is managing our partnership with Philpott Lake. In 2013, DRBA entered a cooperative association with the Army Corps of Engineers, a relationship that is both unique and rare for an environmental nonprofit organization. Tiffany also assimilated Friends of Philpott into DRBA, helped to develop the Philpott Lake Strategic Plan, and participated in and assisted in planning several events on the lake. Tiffany also oversaw DRBA's regional collaborations and events, including but not limited to Keep the Band, fracking, tourism and master planning, Rivers and Bugs Environmental Conference, the DRBA website, DRBA's bi-weekly e-newsletter, and the local Master Naturalist chapters. In Caswell County, North Carolina, Tiffany helped to welcome new trails to the area, including 3 miles of natural surface trails for walking and bicycling at the animal shelter, Yoder's Market, and Wizard Cauldron sites. Tiffany also supervised the completion of the Heritage Trails Master Plan for Caswell, which was officially adopted by the county in February of 2013. Tiffany also managed trail adoptions in Caswell County. In Halifax and Mecklenburg counties in Virginia, Tiffany has collaborated with more than a dozen partners on a Blue Wave project, which will include the Stanton, Dan, Pico, and Bannister Rivers, as well as Kerr Lake and Upper Lake Gaston, spanning the two counties with over 30 public access points. Tiffany has also successfully initiated and maintained several other important partnerships throughout the basin, including the Clean River Network, Rockingham Community College, Trout Unlimited, the Department of Forestry, the Roanoke River Basin Association, the American Canoe Association, the Southern Environmental Law Center, local parks and recreation offices, tourism offices, historical society, schools, and so many more. Tiffany is also happy to announce that DRBA's first annual Art and Nature auction held in October of 2013 was a huge success. Thanks to the DRBA staff, as well as participating artists, guests at the auction, and partnerships with Rucker Antique Emporium, Hugo's, Virginia Wine Association, Miller Coors, and Uptown Suites, DRBA was able to raise an amazing $7,000 to protect and promote the cultural and natural resources of the basin.